Yeah, this me words to the ghetto you them.
The montages fusing in and out of the main video are just for educational purpose, yet based on real life events that portrays some of the side effects or dangers of doing drugs.
In this similar era where the entire cosmos is groaning and travailing and pain, and where many a number are looking for real solace, under the scotchy cosmic which seems pervasive, there is a place you and I can call home, a place where tragedy turns into triumph. Welcome on board to yet again another wonderful program chosen success story. The name here is Eric Noah King. Thanks for having me.
Chosen Rehab Center, we don't joke when it comes to security. We make sure the rehabilitants are totally secured. Just bring your drug addicted relative and watch us work on his transformation with the power of God while you stay at home and rest in peace.
Young lady, can you tell us your name?
I'm Belinda,
And your age?
21 years.
21 years. Married?
No,
Boyfriend?
somehow.
We'll come to that somehow. But tell me a bit about your family lineup. How many siblings do you have?
18 numbers, but one is no more.
And where do you position yourself?
Second,
Second. Okay. Tell me about you growing up, the school you weren't.
okay. I was staying with my grandmom at Taifa. So, I went to school at King David School.
Where was your mom then?
My mom, okay. I was living with my grandmom, but my mom was no. She was not with me.
She was not with you. Was it a broken home?
No,
And she was not living with your father either.
no. My
Okay.
stepfather.
With your stepfather rather.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So among your siblings, how many are they that those that belong to your father and your mother? How many are you?
Okay. Me and my big bro, we are just two.
You're just two. Okay,
Yes,
okay.
and
Now
my
you can.
dad,
Yeah.
my dad and my stepmom have 4 kids,
Four
but one
kids.
is no more. And my mom and my stepdad have 2 kids.
Yeah. And you know what? Many a time I wouldn't want you to follow suit where you would also give birth here and later give birth to another. When that occurs, it means you are following the genes of your mom.
Yes.
It is quite important. You make sure that you station yourself with one man, and then all your kids will come from your loins. Will be known as the children from the same father and mother. It's quite important. Okay, now tell us, living with your grandmom, how was it like?
Somehow good, somehow bad. Me living with my grandma. Okay, my grandma will ask me to go to school. I'll be like, no. Then I'll just dress up, go out and meet my friends. And my mom came for me. I was like
At what age did your mother come for you?
12 years.
Yeah.
So I was now staying with my mom at Fadama, attending school at Victory, Zongo. Later, I get a new friend, and a friend introduced me to Ashish and stuff. From Ashish, I was like, no more school. And my mom was worried. So I just left my mom's place and get to the street.
So by then, where was your senior brother?
He was there with my mom.
With your mom.
Yes. But
And
he
when your
went to
mom,
school.
when your mom realized that you were fidgeting with Ashish and all that, what did
No,
she do?
before my mom will get to know, abusing drugs.
Before she'll get to know you were abusing drugs.
Yes.
And that means not only hashish,
No.
but you were doing other drugs also.
Yes.
Okay, tell me more.
Okay. That was year 2019. A friend introduced me to drugs, and I was like, wow, okay. Since then, I was abusing drugs, and in year 2021, my mom get to know I went to rehab bar.
When was the very first time that you had sex with a man?
I think
At what age?
age of 16 years. 16.
Age of 16.
Yes.
Have you um, done abortion before?
No. Miscarriage.
You had miscarriage.
Yes.
Good. When did you started practicing cocaine and heroin?
Year 2019.
And who introduced you to it?
A friend of mine, my bestie.
And why did you fall in love with cocaine and
Okay.
heroin?
Before I'll get to know, I was like, I'm addicted to drugs.
What did your friend say to inspire you to use drugs?
She was like, it's white hashish, so we go for ecstasy, no, abuse it. Later then she will bring the crack.
So the very first day that you tried crack, how was the feeling like?
Okay, the feeling was like I was somehow happy, and I was like, there is no one, no problem. I was like, I'm okay. But later I get to know.
So all the while that so you left school, you said you're not going to school again by reason of weed and hashish, right?
No, I left to school because of because of my stepfather.
Why your stepfather?
He was like, me doing bad thing, Belinda quit, and I was like, this man cry. When I quit school, I'll have peace. So I did that.
Do you really know your father?
Yes, please.
And all this while, where was he? Do you
Okay.
communicate with your father? Or has he
Yes.
been coming to visit you?
Yes.
Which is the yes?
Since last year to this year. And even that was last 2 weeks ago, I talked to him.
And you've been on drugs all this while, and you left home, and where were you living?
Domi Parako Estate.
Brackwell Estate. With who? With
My friend,
your friend, the boyfriend,
no girlfriend.
the girlfriend. She was also doing drugs.
Yes.
She's older than you, I perceive. Or you were older than
No, age mates.
age mate. So how do you fuel your addiction? How do you get money to buy drugs? Because we know drug is expensive.
Okay. I was
Do you
having,
prostitute?
no, I was having a boyfriend, and
Yeah.
I'm doing sugar daddy. So anytime I need money, I'll just give a call and the money will arrive.
You were having a sugar daddy
Yes.
who inadvertently is your boyfriend. And anytime that you had another boyfriend also,
Yes.
and then the sugar daddy.
Yes.
So anytime you need money, you fall on them. And then they give you. Well, they didn't know that you were doing drugs.
No.
And they never knew you were doing drugs.
No.
Good. So what was your other friend also doing?
Nothing. We just go to club, smoke, eat and sleep.
So they give you money and then that's it. You use the money for drugs.
Yes, but
It never, yeah.
sometimes when there is no money, I will just call my grandma or my auntie and they'll send me money.
Why did you not choose a profession to do? Because young as you were, at the age of 18 perhaps, you knew so well, you knew right from wrong. And why won't you say, I want to be like this, I want to be like this?
Okay,
What was your vision when growing up? What had you wanted to become?
my wish. Okay, I was like, I want to be a makeup artist. Yes, I want to be a beautician.
You want to be a beautician. So why didn't you toe that line and then learn hairdressing in the process, and then later you add all the so-called pedicure, manicure, and all the things into it, and the makeup into it?
Okay, I was like, me going to school or going to someone's shop and learn.
It's a waste of time
Yes, so
because
I
the drug,
decided to
yeah.
enjoy my life the way I like it.
Reason being that you had a boyfriend, and the boyfriend is the cocaine and the heroin, and therefore the cocaine and heroin is so jealous to the extent that you wouldn't want something that would eat the time that you would have for her, for him. Sorry, is that not so?
Yes,
And your conscience did not telling you that you are on a very slippery path to destruction. Have you made any regrets whatsoever for using drugs?
yes, because me wasting my time and me wasting a lot of time. I'm using drugs and me not going to school. It hurts me a lot.
Now the harm has already been caused. You cannot turn back the hand of time. So what do you want to do with your life now? Now that you are so, let me first come here. At what time did you realize that it's needful for you to come to recovery, or for you to stop drugs totally? At
Okay,
what time?
I think this year, February.
No, I mean, what I said. What actually came into your mind
Okay, I
to?
was like me wasting my time and the money I have been spending. Oh, I can use the money for better thing, and I'm just misusing my life. So, and
So the
the
sugar
thing,
daddy that you had, the sugar daddy also did not say to you that, oh, Belinda, let me put you to the straight. Let me make sure that you undergo this sort of business.
no, my friend used to tell me no good advice. So I was like, okay, smoke, drink, enjoy, sleep.
And that was the best fun ever.
Yes, but now I don't think so.
So where is that boyfriend? How did you break with your sugar daddy and with your other boyfriends?
Okay, later, later I was like, um, later I have time for the drugs. Time I don't have time for them.
So the relationship died on its own.
Yes.
Have you ever thought of settling down, having a man as your own, or getting married, having children, just as your mother had you? Or it doesn't
Okay.
click in the mind?
No, but now I'm just working on it.
You're working on it. I could see you were a lady with a quick temper.
Yes.
And have you regretted certain things that you did in the past? If it were to be now, you wouldn't have done them.
Somehow. As for now, I'm just working on my
Recovery.
ears and my heart. Okay. So far, so good. I'm no more abusing drugs, and I'm very, very happy. So, what I have to do is work on my temper, not to fight, and focus on my recovery.
I can see a scar on your left hand. Can you
Yes,
tell me about it?
accidents.
How?
Okay, I went to a friend's place to beat her. Later, returning back home, and I had an auto accident.
Oh, okay, you went to a friend's house to beat her. Were you fighting over man?
No.
What was the cause of the feud?
She gave me money, and I was like, she gave me money, and I spent the money, and she got angry, insulted me, and I was angry, so I decided to beat her.
Because he knew you were stronger than her. So you just want to bully her.
Yes.
It's amazing. That's what you're listening to. Many a time you hear stories like this nature, and then you appropriate your life accordingly as to what step to toe and what road you need to veer. And listen, so tell me, have you been able to reunite yourself with your dad? Somehow. Well, because I'm asking this question based on the fact that it is our fathers who carry blessings. Your father need to bless you before anything can go on smoothly in your life.
I think my mom.
You think it's your mom.
Yes.
Why do you say so?
She's the one fighting for me, paying everything, doing everything for me. My dad is not stable.
It's not stable.
Yes. Me and my big bro. It's like
Would you say your um, moral decadence is as a result of the love you never had with your parents?
yes.
Was your father a drunk?
No.
Was he a smoker?
No. Okay. My dad loved outing.
Outing.
Yes.
He loves women.
Yes. Yes, my dad loved me.
Where's your dad now?
He used to work at Abusukai. He's at Odoko.
If I should give you the chance to say something to your dad, and I would want you to say something loving to your dad, what would you say?
As for my dad,
You'd have nothing good to write home about. I need you to watch into the camera
I do have.
and tell something good to your dad.
Okay. I'm just praying to God to help my dad change his. God to help my dad change him to get a good man for his kid so that he can take care of us. And as for my mom, I'm wishing God to bless her with long life.
At Chosen Rehab Center, we don't just cure them, but we keenly focus on their renewal of the mind. Change is possible. Say no to drugs. Yes to life.